even then will be truly dramatic and spectacular. I don't see it as some kind of phase, a transformation of humanity. Rather, I see it as its end. It is possible that some humans will either be uploaded into machines, genetically modified or augmented with nanotechnology, but it will be an anecdotal event when compared to something as dramatic as the creation of an artificial intelligence. If human beings are uploaded or augmented, I don't think it's appropriate to call them human anymore. They will be something else, something new.
I'm alive. And I have bangs now. That was kind of why I was late, actually. I've been thinking about it. It was like, oh, I kind of want to go back to bangs because I used to have them in college. And then I was like, you know, there's no one stopping me. And so I was just like, fuck it. And so now I made the executive decision, and now I have bangs again. Yay. We'll see how they go. I might grow them back out again. I always kind of flip-flop. I like having my hair short. I used to have it like super long. Nobody knows that now because I wasn't on the internet then. I used to have it super long all the way down to like the small of my back kind of thing. I don't know what my lights are. Whatever. Pull them off. And then after college, I got tired of it because it was always really heavy and was always a pain to brush out all the time. And the only thing I ever did with it was braid it back because I got too tired to do it. And I didn't, not even a fancy braid, just like a regular braid. Sorry, I'm talking fast. I need to take a deep breath. Anyway, my hair used to be very long. And I didn't really have the time or energy to do anything with it because depression. And so I cut it all off, and now it's very short. And then I cut it again at the start of quarantine. I cut it really short at quarantine because I was like, my hair's getting really long again. And then quarantine and lockdown happened, and I was like, well, I'm not going to a hairdresser now. And then I was like, I'm really tired of it being this length. So I locked it all off, and it's misshapen as fuck. Not misshapen, it's like, the lines are not even at all. Uneven, that was the word. Sorry, I'm retying my ponytail back. I took a shower, because I desperately needed one. Anyway, we're going to be playing more Vampyr today. We're still in our speedrun stage, because I restarted, because I made a couple of very bad decisions, and I wasn't happy with them. And I didn't want to face the consequences, so I went back and redid them. Yay! And I really love this shirt, but it's actually pretty thick and it goes all the way up to my neck, so it's a little hot. It's a crop top, so maybe I can just freely air myself out under here. Yeah, not that far. I've got the window open. Hopefully it's going to be cold outside. Take responsibility for your actions. Well, this is the last save. What were we doing in this one? Well, we're at the hospital. Oh, I guess, yeah, we just leveled up. Okay. Oh, right, you have a headache. But I can't do diddly about right yet. Reach the pharmacy. Oh, that's in the docks, isn't it? Oh, I need to head down there eventually anyway. Howdy.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
Funeral.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
Oh wait, I can skip this.
I've just looked at the
I see.
Yeah, there's a what on...
Why?
I admit it did.
I totally...
We'll discuss...
No, thank you.
Yes?
I'm afraid...
My sister...
She's...
I see.
Yeet. Teach me how to do... Actually, wait. Am I just missing it? Hang on. Let's see. Vampyr headache recipe. Here we go. go talk to Crane to get them? Oh, holy shit, yes. Dorothy Crane. Why did I just say her last name? Dorothy Crane, the great-grandmother of...
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
Crane. The Crane I'm thinking of is Scarecrow from Batman, and I can't remember what his first name is to save my life. I know it's like Dr. something Crane. I know Crane is his last name. Is that gonna bother me enough to go look it up? Jonathan Crane. There we go. Wait, is it? Yes. That sounds right. Hell yeah. Oh, hello. Thank you for, Lorelei for the Lorelei back. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing tonight? Frasier. How dare. Where am I going? Dr. Frasier Crane. Ah. Fraser Crane is the Scarecrow. Is he? Oh! Is it? Oh, it must have been Jonathan in the fucking, Dark Knight series, was it? I might be losing my mind. Hello.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many.
Child?
Even
What's that?
is no match for the Swanner of Rhodium.
This district seems to get uglier every year.
That's right. You have a cold, which I think I have medicine for? Do I? Oh no, it's probably Jonathan from Fraser Crane. It's Fraser from the TV show. Oh! Okay, fair enough. I don't know TV shows. I was a comics and anime nerd in my youth. I haven't even watched Friends. This is not an invitation to tell me about Friends, really quick. But Frasier's always looked kind of funny. Treatment for bronchitis, pneumonia, sepsis, cold. Okay. Howdy, friend.
Good evening, sir. Do you remember me?
If you're here for a reward, you'll be sorely disappointed. But I'll gladly shake the hand of a fellow countryman.
I'm not here for a bounty. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed from the Pembroke.
A doctor? In Whitechapel? What an opportunity. My name's Bates. Cadogan Bates.
Do you require assistance, Mr. Bates?
Not me, but your skills could help a lot of people round here. That would help my business, because I say a live tenant's a paying tenant.
Neat. Okay, well here's a situation for you then. I really want to also be the Scarecrow. How about, Jonathan Crane, the Scarecrow, swaps places with Dr. Fraser Crane from Frasier. How would that go? Alrighty.
It's unusual to see someone so happy around here, especially considering the current situation.
Why should I be sad now? There've always been wars, disease, tragedy. There always will be.
That's an unusual way of seeing things in these trying times.
I don't see why I should shed a tear for another man's woes. I'm healthy, and I intend to stay so.
What is your business exactly?
I offer fair lodgings for a modest price to the poor and weary of Whitechapel.
I see. And what about those who cannot pay?
Well, deals can be done, if you know what I mean. Money's not the only currency. After all, I'm not immune to a pretty face.
I hate him. I hate him so much.
You obviously place yourself above the misery of Whitechapel, but you are as repellent an individual as I have ever met.
Begging your pardon, I thought you was a man who could appreciate the complexity of the modern world.
Nope.
Things ain't just black and white, you know.
Anyway, I was reaching over to get my Ditto, who's a great fidget toy for me.
Tell me, what's your honest opinion of the increasing violence in London?
Townspeople are just beginning to discover what we've always known. This city's rotten to the core. They just took their bloody time to wake up and notice it.
What do you mean?
People are acting like the violence is news. But it's always been savage down here. It just bubbles to the surface every now and again.
Let's see. Batman vs. the Radio Psychologist. He's called Master Bates. Oh no. I did see a great post on Tumblr, which I'm still on occasionally, which was about Batman eventually just encouraging the Riddler to get a YouTube channel. So that he can solve weird riddles and mysteries there and stop bothering the people of Gotham.
What help could I possibly be to your business?
That's simple. I already get good money from all those fleeing the war. Can you imagine what they'd be willing to pay if I could offer medical assistance too?
Mr. Bates, do not make me regret saving your life in this quarantine zone.
I understand, Dr. Reed, you're from a good family. Don't want to get your hands dirty. That's fine. I'll be happy to act as your middleman.
In no way, shape, or form.
I'm no saint, but to take advantage as you do, you are a despicable man who could only prosper in these dark times.
So it's a no then. That's too bad. The Reed tonic could have really helped people, you know, saved lives. Isn't that what you do? I mean, people buy that Swambra shit.
That's delightful. I hope someone's made that channel. I hope so too. That would be great. I think the way it was unfortunately it's time for me to snooze. Have a good dream. Will do. Sleep well and have a good sleep. And I hope your dreams are filled with Dr. Scarecrow in the Frasier TV series where nothing else has changed. Let me know how that goes. Let's see.
You seem to have recovered well since your attack. Do you ever think about what happened to you?
Not much. It was a fucking nightmare. Savages, absolute bloody savages. Their appearance. Jesus. It made me want to puke.
You'd better not come back here. I won't be around next time to save you.
You're so edgy.
Have you heard anything about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not really.
Why am I not convinced?
Maybe it's because you lack faith. Being a skeptic must be useful for a man of science.
Alright, fair enough.
A man such as yourself, knee-deep in the muck of Whitechapel, must know more. Speak now.
Yeah, thanks to Nurse Crane's dedication, these foreigners keep coming to Whitechapel, and my lodgings welcome all.
So business is booming.
More than ever. Hope Nurse Crane's dispensary does nothing but flourish. More money in my pocket in the end.
Alright then. Making money by renting squalid flats to the Whitechapel migrants. Sees her dispensary is a fine thing.
Since I took an oath to help people, can I be of assistance?
That's your
Well,
perception.
seen better days, that's for sure. But it was bound to happen with all these refugees about.
Infecting you is probably the last thing on these people's minds. Take this in any case.
What? You give me this for free? Don't have a clue about this place, do you?
Alright then.
Goodbye, Mr. Bain.
Let's go see Dorothy Crane so I can learn how to clear headaches. I have forgotten where I am. I think... Oh, this way, okay. Maybe. Yes. No.
I cannot enter.
Ah, come on, here we go.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in.
Alright, cure him. I feel like I did. Yes. You're recovering. You can treat for migraine. Hell yes. Alright. Dorothy! Let me in! You good since the vampire hunters came in and started killing your patients? Hello?
Welcome back, Dr. Reed.
Good evening, nurse. How should I address you? Dorothy? Dorothea? Miss Crane?
Dorothy is all right. If you don't mind me calling you Jonathan.
That's fine with me.
What can I do for you then, Jonathan?
How is the sanitary situation in Whitechapel?
I don't know whether you have undertaken your own patrols or examinations, but local health seems stable.
Nice.
How are things going in the dispensary?
Things are going fine since we made our arrangement.
Do you have many patients?
A few, but most of them just pass through and go back home, especially since those vigilantes stormed the building on the night you were here.
Alright, fair enough.
Have there been any more attacks by the uniformed men?
No. It looks like they have found another business to extort.
How are things go-
Things are going fine.
I already asked that question. Whoops.
I hope you've stopped jeopardizing this facility with your illegal business, Dorothy.
Yes, I have. Most of the time. But the blackmail money is too useful to stop it completely. I just target less dangerous people.
Who is the current victim?
I would rather you did not know. You are my client, not my accomplice. Besides, I'm much more cautious since the first time you found me.
Alright, fair enough.
Why did you blackmail Lady Ashbury? She's a generous person. You could have asked her for money directly.
She killed those patients, I'm sure of that. I know you like her, but that gingerhead has a taste for blood.
Fair enough. She's not wrong.
Tell me about yourself, Dorothy.
There is not much to say. My real name is Dorothea Crasciunescu. I was born in Romania, and I may have been the best nurse Pembroke ever had, before you fired me.
Alright, fair enough.
Do you regret your time at Pembroke?
I miss the energy. There was so much to do, so much to learn. Even though I was double-crossing the board, I felt I was part of something worthwhile there.
Do you think about going back to Romania? Once the war is over and the epidemic here has been contained.
Jonathan, this war will be over long before you will see any improvement in Whitechapel's sanitary situation.
Also fair enough.
Do you need medical help, Dorothy?
I'm a professional nurse. Rest assured, I'll ask for your help if I need it.
Are you not afraid of dying? The epidemic is deadly and very contagious.
I'm more afraid of being locked in a cell. I've seen what most hospitals do to the sick staff. They keep them hidden to avoid panic.
Fair enough.
Do you trust me?
You forced me to resign after you caught me trying to save a dying patient. Of course I trust you. You're a blackmailer, just like me.
Oh. Alright, yeah, also fair enough.
Show me what you have in stock, please.
Yes. Hell yeah. Tell me how much I've got. No, the ones have been here. Hell yes. Can I make those now? Alright, calm down with the violence, please. Okay, can I get out this way, Violet? Yes. Marvelous, marvelous. Okay, now I need to go, not that way. That way had all the villains? That's not even remotely the word I was. What are you doing?
Mr. Bates.
Evening.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu is no match for the Swanborough cordial.
I need to remember how get the fuck back. Here we go. Close enough. Lashes are sticking together a little bit. I feel like I always apply my mascara too heavily, but. No, wait. Oh, Ooh, wow, that takes a fuck ton. Jesus. Jesus Christ, okay. Recycle some of the weapons I have, because I don't really use them. I need to get more supplies for medicines. Sorry, I'm gonna keep fussing with my bangs because I want them to dry straight and not do the weird curly thing they like doing. It's not. Okay, I have one cure for a headache and one cure for a migraine and one cure for a... So I can cure these guys and I can cure him. Okay, where is migraine man?
Good evening.
Have you any news on Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I can't believe that people are naive enough to trust her medicine. She's just a shady nurse with good connections.
I am at good connection. Okay.
I'd like to see...
What did I need? Oh god. Heck. Shit. Oh wait, I can sell those. Did I need opium? Oh, I need this thing. Ooh. How much of this can I buy? No, I don't really use the serums right now. So I can sell those. Well, okay, I'm gonna buy one of those to see what's actually in it. No, I have plenty of that. Okay. What coding do I have? 288. Probably not enough to buy all of that. There you are.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
I can try to help your body heal, sir. But you must stop destroying it.
The war destroyed me, Doctor.
Have you any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I visited her dispensary recently. If I'd heard about it sooner, it would have made life easier.
A gun, alcohol.
Okay. Wait. Did I go over the... No. Did I? No. Heck yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see what else I can make, and I'm gonna try and recycle that Swansboro cure. Using that. Oh, a blast vial? That's it? Oh, suck. Okay. Okay. Let's go for some for now. Let's go to the cemetery. There we go. Whoop. City view. Okay. So go out this way. Can't keep close to the church. That's not right. Yeah. Okay, this way? Yes. Alright. Oh look, they made it wheelchair accessible. That's nice of them. Hello, darling. Hi. You having a good time there, Hades? For those who can't see it, Hades is one of my cats, and he's currently sitting behind me, hanging out like a good lad. Oh no, okay, we do go this way. Oh, they're just right there.
This man stunned me with his crucifix. This is not good news.
I didn't really give him a chance to stun me, but sure, alright, he stunned me with this crucifix. Okay. Oh no, there's me. Oh wait, no, there's a... It's just dead end right back there, so why don't we go clear that out? Wait, have I already been here? Oh, right.
Hello, sir. Sorry to disturb you at this hour. I'm a doctor inquiring about the epidemic. May I come in?
A doctor, you say? No, thank you.
All right. I shan't insist. Goodbye for now, sir.
I need him to learn to read the braille thing I picked up. Suspect. Oh.
Avery, I leave you to care for my mother. I'm in no state to comfort her.
Okay. Interesting. I guess that's the... Okay. I came in this from the other direction this time. Oh, Jesus. This way. Oh. Oh, did I come at this from the... Oh, I did, didn't I? Haha! I to go all the way back around now, don't I? Fuck. This is fine. Alright. I'm guessing I can go up or this way. No, I can't get that. Wait, those are shit. Yeah. Just double wait. Okay. Yeah, so we're headed this way. You know that way that had a bunch of vampire hunters that I was like, no thank you, and then I left? We're gonna go that way and deal with them now. Oy. Let's see, let's see. Like this guy.
Lee spotted! Watch out!
Okay. Okay, now I'm out here. And I want to take if you listen closely enough, you can hear the dial-up noises as my brain tries to work. What was I saying? We're gonna go. Oh, there you are. Hi! Okay. Where am I currently? I am going to break this one. There's more skulls, aren't there? Not currently. Oh, please spoke. I can go cure that guy of his headache. Hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on.
Hello again, Mr. Blight. I'm happy to see Mr. Thatcher is safe, for now.
I'm eternally grateful, Doctor. We were total strangers and you helped us anyway. Can't thank you enough, sir.
Why do you stay here now that Mr. Thatcher's back?
It's complicated. Since the war, Oswald's been really nervous with the idea of entering any hospital. And me, I've got my own issues.
Can you speak about them?
Rats, sir. Even seeing one, they turn me. Just want to run. It's that fear that stopped me from going after Oswald when he left.
What can you tell me about the war, Mr. Blight? If you want to speak about it, of course.
War was... Well, you know, sir. The stench of death everywhere. Your mates lying bleeding in the mud. Just praying to make it through and get home. Bloody nightmare.
Did you know Oswald Thatcher before the war?
No. We met in the battlefield. I think we were in the same boat to France. We've stuck together ever since.
I fought in France, too. I served as a field surgeon, but it was not uncommon to repel an assault, especially at night.
Yeah. The first time I was wounded, I had to protect the infirmary from hostiles. Twice.
You are always welcome at the Pembroke Hospital. As a former officer, I'll be honored to welcome a fellow veteran.
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital. I just need to convince him that he needs some help.
Perhaps he needs to reach that decision by himself.
Could you speak to him? He doesn't usually listen to doctors, but perhaps because you've been through it, you can talk him round.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
They started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, my fingers, lips. I couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies. Fucking vermin eating your flesh. Oswald. He found me and saved me.
Goodbye, Mr. Blunt. Hello again, Mr. Thatcher. Do you feel any better now?
Yes. This neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital, but I can't stand being closed in. Makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctors said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about was their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then if you're so interested in my case.
Hold that thought. Let's see. Vampyr. Oswald.
When I rescued you, you expressed joy at seeing the sky again. So I'm inclined to believe you were trapped or buried somehow. Maybe during a shelling.
Jeez, you're good, Doc. You're really good.
Go on, please. Tell me more about it.
Newton and I were trapped in a circulation tunnel after an artillery attack. We were buried alive for several days without ever knowing if we'd be found.
Oswald, tell me about what happened when you were buried in that tunnel with Newton.
It was more than dark. It was black as pitch. Hours seemed like days, and days like months. Oh, the terror, the shameful thoughts. Lord have mercy.
What you endured was terrifying. It would have completely destroyed weaker men.
It did not destroy Newton.
Shameful thoughts. Tell me about them.
At some point, I don't remember which day, but when I thought we'd never be rescued, that this would be our end, I thought about...
Say it, Mr. Thatcher. If you ever want to heal, you have to say it.
I thought about what I could do to survive. Just for a few more days. I thought about killing Newton. Killing and eating him. The man I fucking love.
Wow. I love each other, Oswald. Buried alive.
Tell me about your true feelings for Newton.
I love him. I'm not ashamed to say it. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. I can't imagine life without him.
Hey, handsome boy.
Why should you be ashamed?
I'm not, I said. But Newton sees it differently.
I admire your honesty. It takes courage to stand up to society. The world needs people like you to create change.
Courage is what we needed in the trenches, looking death in the face every day. I speak plain. I speak my mind.
Have you always been this straightforward?
All I know is, before you saved me by the sewer, my only regret was I wouldn't be able to hold or kiss Newton again. I love him, that's all.
Do you need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done, but I've never felt comfortable with doctors.
I'm certain you have your reasons. But let me assure you, I'm not like other doctors you may have consulted with.
It is true. You risked your life to save me, after all. It would be impolite to refuse your counsel.
Hell yeah.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Yeah, I think I can spy on them now, for not for like any particular reason, because I already have them hit, but just in case. Can I?
Someone can see us and talk. I know.
Oh, wait, shit. Oh, fuck. Well, alright then.
Hello again.
Good evening, Dr.
How do you feel about Oswald Thatcher? You are more than friends, aren't you?
I love him. I love Oswald. We knew we wouldn't survive the war without each other. But I am terrified, Doctor.
What frightens you so much?
What if people find out? Oswald says I'm ashamed, but it ain't that. It's more, well, you know, never thought I'd love a man.
I won't say a word, Mr. Blight. Your secret is safe with me.
I fought for my country and I survived. I saw my comrades die. And now society tells me I'm a criminal for who I love. makes me so angry.
You and Oswald were buried alive during the war. Tell me about it.
Yeah. It was last summer. A shell hit our trench and we were buried for a week.
Oswald seemed far more traumatized than you by the event.
It wasn't the first time it happened to me. And surviving it again gave me strength. You believe that?
How did you survive for a week?
Luckily for us, there were rations and water in the tunnel. It was an outpost, see? Since then, Oswald's not keen on being inside for too long.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
Peaceful without the bombs, but no less dangerous.
Let's go. Onwards to victory. And our sister's funeral. Life is like that sometimes. Oh, great.
Watch out! He's dead!
Don't get shot, dumbass. There's not really a reason to not go this way. Yeah. I guess maybe that's a new spot, essentially.
Open it! See them fancy clothes? This one's a top!
I'm sorry, did you just call me a top?
Murdering bastard!
Do you think anyone who is this emo is a top? Hell no. We are full on Pillow Princess bottom all the way. Sorry. Oh, hey, we missed somebody. Don't turn around, stay where the fuck you are, and don't turn around.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Somebody help!
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Shaoshun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
Okay.
It's locked. Carnage. Is Father... This man's far too old to be Samuel. No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker. Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail.
Hi, babies, what are you doing? Hi, baby boy. Hi. What are you up to, child mine? Oh, sweet baby boy. Sorry. Just trying to run on cat again. What the?
As I feared, Samuel no longer preaches the good way.
same place for the place. Yeah, alright, fine, whatever. This is where Blue is? Yep, okay. I think that's everybody? I feel like it isn't. That's rats. Why do I squint so much? Okay, I'm not seeing any more smalls. So I think I'm good to go.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
Discretion, and here we are. We've already been here, so... Howdy.
What brings you here? She was
You're a good...
She had been...
Jonathan...
I still...
Jonathan,
I'm learning. Every night is a new...
Don't you see? You're...
And so this is...
I don't want to lose...
Thank you, Mother.
Good.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and...
Yeet.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Oh yeah, I've already been through here and I killed the guys.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest, as you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
She was murdered.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
She died because of me. How do you think I feel?
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What words would you like to say to your poor sister?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
Murder absolved, just like that. You can absolve your murder.
There. I confessed to that vicar. Do I feel better? Only time will tell.
Angel made flesh, I tell you.
That's weird, dude. Yeah, that's just weird. I got no notes.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Have you any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I'll never know what goes on in that place. But as long as people are getting better, I'll stop investigating her.
Goodbye, Mr.
I know it belongs to,
Pay me a glass and I'll be gentle. Pay me a bottle and I'll...
Imprisoned by your daily routine.
Hey,
Unable to see the truth.
Good evening.
His father.
I have found Samuel, your disciple. I am afraid I have bad news.
I already expected the worst. He should already have come back. He is dead, isn't he?
Yes, he is now. The epidemic took him.
Samuel steadily made donations to our cause. He would have rewarded you himself if you'd found me in that awful cemetery. Please accept this money.
Your disciple, Samuel, stole from the dead in Stonebridge Cemetery. I have proof of his crime and proof of his death.
No! Samuel was the best of us. So devoted, so zealous. He gave all he had for the cause. He tirelessly preached the good word.
He defiled the dead with his petty thefts. That's how he financed your misguided crusade.
Think what you will. When this city is saved, he will be praised for his devoted fortitude. He walked boldly into the mouth of abomination.
Sure.
Your precious Samuel used you. He was an immoral crook.
If that's true, then he will be my burden to bear during this endless night.
I'm a dick, but you know, this guy's also a dick, so...
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
That woman is as depraved as Jezebel, and she deserves the same fate.
Really? Why is that?
This woman runs no medical facility, but a temple to the false prophets of science and debauchery. And she has many accomplices, I heard.
Okay.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
You look so pale, my lord. Would you like me
Soon the time that you would see have been judged for your sins. Even now, he judges your words and actions. The wars of men should not be your main concern. The disease upon us is not an accident of nature, but the punishment of a divine will.
Oh, okay, so I have to go. Okay. Where did she go? Where am I supposed to? Fuck.
You still want more from Christina?
When we spent the night together, my wallet went missing.
Are you calling me a thief? I don't have your stupid wallet.
I know you. You're a nice girl. Can't we solve this amicably?
No, I don't think so. And if you think you know me just because we share the bed together, you're just a lousy and arrogant journalist.
There's apparently a bug with this, so we're going to follow some instructions. As interesting as Okay. Howdy! Nobody noticed that I hopped out.
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
Did you steal Clayton Darby's wallet? Tell me the truth, Christina.
Of course I stole it. But I never thought he would come back to look for it.
Why did you do it? He seems to trust you.
For a time I thought he was different from other men. In the end, he just wanted to sleep with me. Same as the others.
Perhaps Clayton is different. Maybe you two should talk. A conversation couldn't hurt.
I know what I am and what people call me. I sleep with men for money. If I can accept that, why can't he? No. My future is with the ones I love, not with Clayton Darby.
The ones you love? The money you stole is not for you, then?
My brother is still in our hometown in Romania. I am the only one who can buy him a ticket to England.
Tell me, Christina, is it worth risking your health and your life for your brother's safety?
He's the only family I have left. I had to leave Romania without him. I can't be happy until he is near me again.
I understand your concern. I spent many months away from my family when I served on the front line in France.
Every time I write to him, I fear I won't receive an answer. It kills me to know he is still there.
But what about your life, Christina? Are you so worried about your brother's survival that you'll risk your own?
You think you know it all because you fought in the war. But my brother is no soldier.
I know. We all understand the risks to soldiers, but we don't necessarily recognize the civilian casualties caused by these conflicts.
Yes. Wars are decided by rich men who will never take the risk of being shot, raped, or maimed.
Fair enough.
Does your brother know what you do to earn the money to bring him here?
Don't be simple, of course not. And he must never know. Everything will be different once he is here with me.
Goodbye, miss.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Tell me, Clayton, do you really think this young woman stole your wallet?
Christina. Yes. I recently met her. A nice girl, despite her questionable conduct.
How exactly did you meet Christina?
During my investigation, I offered my hotel room to her to rest and get away from the street.
And what happened?
The next morning, my wallet and my watch had disappeared. I suppose that's what you get for being a good Samaritan.
If you are going to sleep with a lady of the night, Clayton, I would advise you to be cautious.
I can't really be mad at her, though. She's just trying to survive. She doesn't have many options.
Do you know that Christina is hoping to pay for her brother to travel to England in the near future?
I see. No, she didn't tell me that. But that explains many things.
Do you believe she will ever see her brother again?
As long as the war rages in Europe, I'm afraid her chances of seeing her brother again are slim to none.
Was it wise to become so intimate with a woman you were supposed to interview, Clayton?
Maybe it was. But I have learned to look for the inner truth and beauty in people.
I apologize. I didn't mean to be rude. What can you tell me about this woman?
She is very sensitive. So nostalgic about her country. I saw her cry once because she'd lost a precious souvenir from her homeland.
What was it?
A scarf her brother gave her before she came to England.
Why are you so concerned? You seem to have something on your mind, Mr. Darby.
That we could make peace if I could find it and give it back to her. But I'm afraid she lost the scarf somewhere during her night shift.
I found this scarf. I believe its owner would be happier to receive it from you.
Dr. Reed, I may be a humble and dogged reporter, but I recognize a gentleman when I see one. take this for your trouble.
Mr. Darby, I believe your feelings for Christina are deeper than you might admit.
I'm the journalist here. I'm the one who makes assertions.
But as a journalist, you also have to honor the truth. So, what is the truth about you and Christina?
I won't use the word romance, but yes, I do care for her. A lot. I hope the feeling is mutual. Ridiculous, is it not?
I believe love has neither boundaries nor rules, Mr. Darby, even if society says the opposite.
I hope more people will listen to your advice, Doctor. Starting with Christina.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Hell yes. Nice. Resolution between them. Who's Mason Swanborough? Do I have another cure for migraine? One. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if I can follow him and then spy on him in this.
Money. Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
Okay, if I pop up there, alright. Go inside. I want to eavesdrop on you and your son. That's really fucking creepy, but it's true. Gimme, 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 gimme. No! No.
Always been wicked. Don't let your guard down.
Hard to pay, one way or another. You're late. Where's my money?
Don't look at me.
You're late. Where's my money? Hard to pay, one way or another. You're late. Where's my money? Hard to pay, one way or another.
Don't look out your window.
So you only hurt people because you care about me? Is that it?
Don't be such a brat. I do what I must to provide us with food and medicine, that's all.
Mum would never have let you bully an old friend like Mr. Lewis. Shame on you.
Harry, I'm your father and I love you. But don't you ever speak to me like that again.
What? You're gonna beat me too?
Jesus. Give me patience.
What did I learn? Complicated relationship with his son. Okay. Difficult relationship with his father. I forgot to turn my microphone towards myself. Hello, everyone, again. Why do I keep doing this to me? Hang on. Sorry. Just trying to screw my microphone back in. I hope that wasn't too loud or obnoxious to listen to. How tall am I? Jesus Christ.
What do you want this time?
How tall am I?
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
She's doing good work. I saw her yesterday and told her she could call on me if she ever felt threatened. Do you know what I mean?
Why is your relationship with your son so difficult?
Harry and I are so different. Sometimes I wonder if he's my own blood. Seems he's ashamed to be my son.
Why not change that then? If you used your strength to do good, perhaps Harry wouldn't feel that way about you.
How dare you tell me what I should or shouldn't do with my boy? Who the fuck are you to interfere like that?
I mean no harm to your family. But if you want my advice, this is no place to raise a child.
No matter where we live, Harry will always be sick and frail. At least here, I'm respected. And no one will ever dare touch him.
Goodbye. Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure. Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Jesus Christ.
So,
calm down, child.
May I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Let's see.
Have you any recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I don't believe in miracles, but it seems the epidemic has been kept at bay for a few days.
You and your father have a difficult relationship, Harry. Tell me, did he ever hurt you?
No, never. My father can be brutal and rude, violent even, but he never touched an hair on my head.
What is going on between you two then?
It's his job, if you can call it a job. He bullies people. Men and women we know, like poor Mr. Lewis. It's just not right.
Huh.
Goodbye, young man.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Couldn't I find the something or other?
It's locked, all right.
Didn't I? Oh, have I not read it? Is that why? Hang on. Oh. Fire. Tobias believes the vicar of St. Mary's Church, Joseph Larrabee's my apprentice. Okay. I have not been reading the things I was supposed to be reading. Whoopsie daisy. Back. gonna go through and make sure we read all these.
These men, they're a company of professional vampire hunters.
Wow, there was just a fuck ton that I haven't. Jesus Christ.
So,
I'm not
would it ease tensions with your father if he got an honest job? Because he tried, you know.
Can't say. I'd be glad if he dropped his thuggish activities, but I'm not sure it would be enough.
Why is that?
Sometimes I suspect it's me, Dr. Reed. Or it's this life. It's like I can't find my place.
Goodbye.
You are just determined to
Is
be
there
this.
only pain and suffering in this world?
Alright, where did we go? Yeah, there he is. Howdy. Oh.
You again?
Why do you keep on working for the gang, Joe? You know it doesn't suit you.
It's true, I hate this job. And I know I made some bad choices, but I'm a wet boot boy now. And people won't forget it.
You could leave tomorrow. Start another life in another town.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. We are poor. My son's weak. And there's no way he'll endure another disappointment.
May I?
I'll do what... Not for
this part.
Totally. There's no...
A job?
I got enlisted.
You survived.
I don't care.
I'm not sure...
Oh, do you?
Okay, I don't know why it's showing up
Goodbye.
as if I still have options, but I don't, so.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on.
Okay, does it tell me anywhere else they have new? No, it doesn't. Why would it
Take
do
a
that?
look,
That's
don't be
ridiculous.
afraid.
Ah! Sorry, it sometimes turns around too fast and it's a bit much. Actually, wait, I can go talk to that priest again, can't I? Hey, buddy. Murderer. Fucker.
The walls of you.
Good evening.
It's
Why did you send Samuel to the cemetery, Tobias? What did you see there?
I sent him on a vision. A dream of a dreadful and laughing queen covered with blood, sleeping with the dead and feeding on the fear of the dying.
A laughing queen dressed in blood. Tell me more.
This epidemic is her feast, the announcement of her return. Against her, science is no more than a child's toy.
But who is she?
She is the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. She is Babylon, drunk on the blood of the saints.
I don't...
Tobias Whitaker, confess why you burnt those people alive.
I have done what no one was ready to do. I will smite the flesh of the unclean to protect the righteous.
You are just another heartless murderer, exploiting the epidemic to kill with impunity.
No! No. The only way to contain the spread is to strike at the source itself. The proliferating sick.
You're not the savior of London. You're just a glorified sadist.
I take no pleasure in this awful cleansing, Dr. Reed. I am only driven by the thousands of innocents I save each night.
What?
I sent him...
You...
Yep, okay. I guess that's it then. What else did I learn something about? I know everything about y'all and you. Not about Albert Palmer. And not about Richard Nethercott. Oh, right. The editor. Sniggly Biggly. Sniggly Biggly? What? Close enough, I guess.
Good evening.
And good evening.
You don't really make a living from your scribblings, do you, Richard?
No, sir, I don't. I work so hard. I put all my time, my energy, my devotion into the precise carving of words.
Still, you don't seem to suffer from poverty.
With thanks to my parents, actually. I'm afraid I would not be able to live on my own without their help.
You seem embarrassed.
Someday I hope to proudly offer my first publication to my parents. Until that day, I'll remain the failure of a son they have to support.
Depending on his parents' financial support.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I don't know much about the woman.
Alright, fair enough.
I'll leave you alone.
Yay! Alrighty, let's see.
Hello. Tell me. Hello, Camellia. How are you, partner? Come on, girl. Smile. Don't you know Dorothy and I have an agreement? We're on the same side. No? All right then, as you wish. Very well.
There we go, okay. Let's go find... the man? The man with PTSD who almost shot his son. Actually, wait, hang on. Can I spy on them again? No.
Pay me a glass and I'll be there.
Good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
You.
A lot of people are talking about this. Colossus. Perhaps I should look into it.
When science fails you, this elixir will...
Goody.
Goodbye. Good evening.
On the front.
A gun?
I wonder, who did I learn that thing about then? War veteran. Alright, whatever. Okay, where is your child? Oh wait, he's this way, isn't he? Hello, child.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy.
Have you heard anything about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Nurse Crane? Yeah, I heard she's doing all right. Connected and protected.
Goodbye, young.
Okay. Now that we've got that all out of the way, I think. Oops, it is here. Oh, god damn it.
Beast. Away with you.
There we go. Stop coming back to places I've already cleared out. I am busy. Oh god. Alright. Oh Jesus fucking. Oh god, fuck. Okay. Good. It's weird that no one's noticing like the vampires and werewolves that are just fucking everywhere. Jesus.
Die, vermin!
Oh wait, he's still alive. Okay, well, fuck. Okay, good. Alright, I don't think I missed anyone. Eat. Ooh, a trash can. Ooh, wow. Ah!
Steady, boy! Steady, boy! Got one of them! We die!
Is it just ambient noise, or do I actually have to track down an enemy and kill them? Who knows? Wait, was that a thing I could loot? No. It's a mystery.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth.
Hi, Daddy.
You. I remember you.
Fear be gone. This I am.
Tell me what?
I am the whitened bones and blackened soil. The land made blood coursing through thy veins.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
Alright. That was not helpful in the slightest.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave.
Has anyone been doing that? I feel like we're projecting a little bit, but that's okay. Alright, we'll
So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Hell yes. Cody.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
Sexual tension. I'm probably not going to be able to, actually seduce that guy, unfortunately.
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead, and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Very well. I'll help you.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
You need to know you can trust me, Edgar.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCallum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Yay! Actually, I wonder if I can I talk to him? No, I can't. Why would I be able to do that? That's ridiculous. Mr. my deepest reservations concerning Dr. Strickland and Harvey Fiddick. Mr. Fiddick has been hospitalized after a severe work injury and may permanently lose the use of his arm if not treated adequately. May see the man's arm completely. I say it may sever its functions for good if complications arrive. And daring surgery must prove. But now he lacks skill to perform such a risky procedure. Need to remind you of the mistakes he made in the past, since Dr. Strickland refuses to listen to me. Okay. Fair enough. Manage temporary morgue as soon as it's opened. Sorry, I can't give you more valuable than my parole. I swear to you that my regiment made me a doctor during the war. Interesting. Go around and talk to people about their deepest, darkest secrets, and they're like, how do you know this? It's like, don't ask those questions. It's not necessary. Shh. Just answer me. That's all that you need to do. Alright.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Okay. temporary morgue. I think it's over here. Yes, sweet. Howdy.
Good evening. Tell me the truth about your appointment as a medic during the war, Rakesh.
The regiment administration appointed me by mistake. I had to learn the job on the spot, sir. Very hard, sir, but I rose to the challenge.
Fair enough.
Do you realize how many soldiers died because of that decision? You should have refused.
Yes, sir, I swear I did, sir. But no one listened. When the first wounded arrived, I had to do what I could.
It is an unbelievable story, Mr. Chiyana.
It was a time beyond belief, Dr. Reed. But I'm happy not to deal with the wounded. I prefer caring for the dead now.
You can't impersonate a doctor. You can't improvise a medical education. People could die at your hands.
You're absolutely right, sir. But as a field surgeon, it was more like being a butcher.
Do you believe you have really helped these people?
My ratings were within the averages of the regiment. I saved lives, Dr. Reed. Does that not say enough about triage and war surgery?
Man's got a point. Let's see. Anything you can ask about?
Can you tell me anything about recent events in the hospital?
Oh, goodness me. This whole story is such a shame, sir. I have no idea how it happened.
What are you talking about?
Poor Miss Jones. Her body is missing. Someone stole it.
Miss Jones's body has gone missing?
Yes. The body was brought here this morning, and now it's gone.
Who could have stolen a corpse?
That's exactly what I asked myself for the whole day. Who could do such a thing? These are terrible and shameful times, Dr. Reed.
Interesting.
Please show me.
Of course.
Oh, I do not have that much to... Oh wait, can I sell these? Ooh, yes. Thank you. Can't sell many of them, but...
It's locked.
Of course it's locked. Why would it not be locked? That's fucking ridiculous. Maybe let's go try talking to everybody else about it. I'm curious. Maybe I can learn some new stuff.
Hey, Doc.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
All I know is I ain't letting anyone rip my throat out in my sleep. I found myself a nice play, Doc. I'm ready.
Interesting. Alright.
I'll leave you.
I've never seen so many people dying at the same time.
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Can you tell me anything about the recent commotion in the hospital?
It's a tragedy, pure and simple. The hospital is meant to be a safe haven to all. We failed the people who trusted us with their care.
Do you think I should not have brought Mr. Hampton back here?
It's not your fault. You rescued that poor soul. It was the Christian thing to do. But we should have noticed his instability.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening, Doc.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Someone killed Miss Jones in her room, and Mr. Hampton's gone missing. Doesn't take
Why
a
are we
genius to piece it
so
together.
tall?
You don't seem shocked by any of this.
Why should I be? Whoever did this must be long gone by now. And besides, you got rid of the old bag.
Alright, fair enough.
Wise choice, Doctor.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Last time was epidemic. It's safer here than anywhere else.
Oh, Jonathan, I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman. Butchered by some savage scowl.
Yes, and I'm afraid I'm at least partially responsible. The man, the scowl, I brought him here.
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent, for there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
He was bigger than a man, huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is this a sign? The hand of God in action? Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
Sure.
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
Have you embraced this woman, like the other patient, this Mr. Renfield?
Her name was Amelia. And no, I did not kill her. I vowed a very long time ago that I would never take another life, unless they ask.
Is there sufficient vitality in the blood of the sick and dying patients?
Yes, Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every waking hour. Frankly, I'm starving.
Temptation surrounds us. Rich, vital. How can you resist?
Over the years, any pleasure I once gleaned from feeding is long gone. I drink for sustenance. And though I still thirst for more, I restrain myself.
Thank you, my lady. I hope to see you again soon.
Okay. I keep forgetting that woman's name. Okay, Thelma.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
What can you tell me about the recent events in the hospital?
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room, then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No. I was working by the tents when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
Where is Miss Jones's body?
I don't know. I'd imagine the morgue. It all happened so quickly.
Did you see Sean Hampton leave the hospital?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates after the shouting started. At first I thought it was someone who was just scared, but... well, maybe it was him.
Goodbye. Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood.
Is there anything you can tell me about the recent commotion here?
Many things can happen under cover of night, Dr. Reed. But I took no part in this massacre.
But did you see or hear anything?
I can't say I did. But the smell of fresh blood almost made me faint, Doctor.
I'll leave you. Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Can you tell me...
Before the shouts and the noises, I think I heard whispers coming from the stairs. 2 voices, maybe more.
Did you recognize the voices? What did they say?
I couldn't hear. Sounded like they were arguing or something.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here and just be forgotten.
Ah, fuck me. I'm gonna try and cheat. 1 second. God damn it. Let's see. Oh, wait, no, I want to keep that. Maybe it will let me get away with not having saved. Is it Elwood? Okay. Ooh. Okay. I just need to see. Dang it! Fine. Ah.
You always knew the words to calm the children down.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Please.
I heard Miss Jones call for help from her bedroom. There were some loud noises, like people fighting. All of a sudden, it went quiet. And then a nurse started screaming.
Do you know who the nurse was?
Not sure, but I think it was Nurse Hawkins.
You seem worried about the safety of your family. And it's obviously the reason why your wound troubles you so much.
I cannot give up on my children now. They both need me living.
What about their mother? if I may ask?
She died in 1915 during one of the first Zeppelin raids.
Goodbye for now.
Always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me,
I'm quite busy.
blundering idiot.
What?
Nothing like this would have happened if we'd had enough staff and proper shifts. We all hold fast here.
Okay.
Thank you.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Good evening.
And good evening.
Can you...
I'm sure it was not your
My fault?
Oh, nothing.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Tell me, Thoreau, what's the real cause of your dislike for Dr. Ackroyd?
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
Goodbye. Good evening.
No.
Good evening.
Evening.
Can you...
Before the shout,
Did you...
I couldn't...
Why do you feel...
I wasn't disfigured.
Why?
Come on.
You know you can't hide forever.
Yes.
One day you'll have to face your loved ones. Until that day, you have no chance of real recovery.
My friends all died in the trenches. It's shameful enough to be alive with these stupid scars. I don't want my children to see me like this.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
Ouch.
Goodbye.
Alright, I think I bugged that out because I could choose a different option, but I locked the hint out. Oh well.
What on earth happened here?
Boo, I say.
It's here again.
Good evening, Nurse Hall.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Everybody's afraid. Death has always been a frequent visitor. But murder? How can we cope with that?
As a nurse at this hospital, it is your duty to deal with these things as best you can.
Yeah. Until it's my turn to have blood spread all over the walls. I entered the room first, Dr. Reed. I've seen what that monster did to the woman.
Goodbye.
if I can eavesdrop on her.
Don't worry, sir. You're gonna be all right. We'll help you.
I'm being extremely blatant, but just shush. This Lucy, Paul, Mom, and Dad. Oh. Interesting.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
Does it matter what I pick? Hang on. Hang on. Pippa Hawkins.
You should be proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Maybe you're right. But at the moment, I feel like we're just a cemetery waiting room.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
Goodbye.
Okay. Okay. Wait, where's the... Wait, what are you doing all the way up there? Stop that. Oh, that's the guy. Okay. Alright, yeah, these are in the same direction.
I met him in New York.
Actually, wait, can I
there
talk
were
to...
more of us, with less
Good evening.
Good evening.
and more determination.
Do you know that Nurse Hawkins is thinking of leaving the hospital?
That's not a surprise. We've talked about it already.
Does it not bother you?
Sometimes I think she may be right. We should run away while we can. Question is, where can we go? Where is it safe?
Goodbye.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that category.
A landlord? Don't take offers from landlords. Landlords are scum.
It seems the Priwen are redoubling their patrols in the
For
district.
God's sake.
There must be more.
Stop setting me on fire. Fuckers. Oh, wow, there's a lot of them over this way.
He's dead! Oh yeah! This one of
Alright. Okay, I know where I am now. Yes.
Steady, boys! Die, Mervyn! It's on to us!
Oh. Oh, it's okay. It's already dead. Oops. No, don't pick up the.
This is despicable.
Why is there one button for everything? Son of a bitch. Okay, now we can go back. Is there anything up here? It's locked. So if there is a way in, it's not that way. I'm guessing that means there's a door or something down here I can get through. What? What was that? Why was it so loud? Frobisher's tobaccos. Wacky tobacco.
I cannot enter.
Okay. Ah. Okay. All right, let's just go to the docks. Yeah, over here. There's a bridge. Oh. There's also a skull over there. Okay. Ooh. Perfume bottle and a watch. Neat. Hello. A large and beautiful knife with a name.
This must be Clay Cox's knife. A fine blade. No wonder he wants it back.
Huh. Alright, well, I guess I can go give that over to him. Hello, other skull. Goodness, there are a lot of you. Sploop. Yay! Alright. I don't think there's really a point to eavesdropping on them, but just in case. There's not really a point, it looks like.
We're not in the middle of a battlefield anymore. So many ways.
Okay, anyway. I'll stop spying on you guys. I'm sorry for being creepy. Oh wait, actually... hang on. Let's see. Clay Cox. Did I accidentally lock onto him?
Jesus, I've never seen so many people dying at the same time.
Da-da-da-da.
We were supposed to be safe, but what a fucking joke.
Miss, please, I feel sick. Get over here now.
This city is more peaceful without the bombs, but no less dangerous.
Okay. Ah! No, just turn off the whatever. Stop. Alrighty.
We fought for England, but England won't
Okay, wait, can I... is there... Does it tell me what I do with his knife? Let's see. Alright, we'll leave that be for now. It's this area here. We'll go there another time. Right now, I need to get to the docks and do some stuff. Oh, I have to go to bed soon. Oh, not bed soon, but I need to wrap up around 11. So let's run through this real quick. Yeet. Oh, crap. Oh, fuck off. Okay. Better? Search for Thoreau's Strickland's orders. Instructions by Dr. Thoreau.
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
Okay, and then we'll go back and talk to Thoreau.
He's done for!
Actually, it was full of blood points, so I didn't need to do that, but oh well.
It's a killer! Fuck his boss!
Let's see. I do kind of wish there was a way to tell where I have and haven't explored yet, you know? Oh, for God's sake.
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Get me here! Get out! Come on! And I will show you how a whistle does business!
Howdy.
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing in a place like this?
I'm not sure that's any of your business.
I hope you realize that staying here will put your life at great risk.
Pah! I'm not afraid of these guards of Priwen, or whatever these thugs call themselves. I can still kick some respect into those youngsters.
I wasn't specifically referring to them, but are you really after these men? Why?
They took my boy! I've had no news since he joined that crazy gang. So I decided to come and find him myself, to get some answers.
I see. But as I said, your life is at risk if you stay here. And I'm not referring to the gangs either. You should leave, sir.
Well, this part of town used to be nicer, let's say. Perhaps you're right. This isn't the best way to save Andrew.
Whatever happens to me, guys, remember your son loves you. I know you did not always approve the way I chose to live my life, but I won't change. I was born and raised in this part of town. I just few. I know they will retaliate, but I'm ready for whatever comes.
There is a name engraved under the blood on the back of the case. Jack Gillingham. Maybe I should return this watch to his family.
I don't think he's gonna be happy about that. Ba-do-ba-do. It said his name was Andrew, though. So drunk he forgot his son's name. Whoops. Maybe not. Okay, actually, hold on. Enid Gillingham. Oh, I know. This is Woodbead. Okay, never mind. Sir, just go home. Which way did I come from? Up this? No, was it? Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions. Or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must know.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves, all of them.
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
Nope. Hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
Is there no one who deserves your leniency, then?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without opening his trap.
What's your occupation?
I take care of my mum. That's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life. Even though I don't treat her so good.
You seem upset. Is something bothering you?
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot.
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just want her to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like... God knows she deserves it.
Any chance you can help me find Sean Hampton?
The sad saint. Why would you talk to that cunt?
Actually, that's confidential.
Really? Well, go ask someone else then. I'm sure Tom Watts will gladly answer you.
Goodbye.
Okay then.
Hello, boy.
Hello. Good evening.
Did I scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
No, it's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't. I'm a doctor.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
What can you tell?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But
why do people avoid you?
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Have you ever thought about leaving?
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
What do people say about this place?
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists. They both feel they should run the docks.
Are you alone? Where is your family?
I don't have any. My parents are dead.
So you have no home? You're sleeping rough?
No. I mean, yes. I live on the streets. I have no home.
Hold that thought. I'm losing too many hints lately. I don't like it. No, sir.
You should be careful, Rufus. There are things that lurk in the shadows of this city. Things that prey on the lonely and the desperate.
Well, I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
Do you know a man who lives in this part of town? A man named Sean Hampton. I'm looking for him.
Sorry, sir. I don't know a lot of folks around here.
Well, I don't think you should talk to him. He may be very sick.
Thanks for the tip. You might...
Alrighty, let's see.
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me. That's a first. I feel like a real person.
A real doctor treats everyone the same, Rufus.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care. Good evening, Mr.
Yeah.
Do you require medical assistance?
That's something I didn't expect to hear again. A doctor concerned with the health of his patients. Yeah. I could use some help. On several matters, in fact.
I don't know which kind of doctor you're used to dealing with, but it's a doctor's purpose to heal people.
And is it your purpose as well, Mr. Reed? I would say it's a convenient way for gaining people's trust.
Fair enough.
Goodbye, Miss.
There's Rufus.
Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in? Please don't stay too long, sir. Best grow eyes in the back of that head, sir. Gentlemen are easy targets in these parts.
Oh, no! Wait! Shit! I had my fingers on the wrong button.
So you have questions about the flu, then?
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
Let's see.
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
Don't know. But it's most likely linked to the gangs, if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter and no one will bat an eye.
May I ask what you do for a living, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Did your husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
How do you pay the rent, then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
I'm trying to locate Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where he could be?
You talking about the one everyone calls the sad saint? The man who takes care of the homeless?
The very same, Miss Fishburne.
I'm sorry. I don't know where his shelter is. But if you ask around, I'm sure you'll get your answer.
Goodbye, Miss...
Actually, hang on, is she? Yeah, she's fine. That's not what I meant. This one. Fatigue. Oh no, they're both recovering.
Just grow eyes in the back of that head, sir. Gentlemen are easy targets in these parts. Please don't stay too long, sir.
Okay. So I wanted to get through a bit more, but I need to close up and go to bed because I've got work tomorrow. So we will pick this back up on Friday? Yeah, on Friday because it's Wednesday. I know what day it is. So, that is bright as hell. We'll pick this back up on Friday. For now, I'm going to close up. Thank you everybody for joining. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Lorelei back for the follow. I hope you had a good time. We'll be back on Friday, like I said. I might not be streaming over the weekend. Usually, I've been streaming on Saturdays for Sandbox Saturdays. And we just started The Witcher last weekend. However, I want to do some cleanup and rearranging of my room, so I might take the weekend off to just kind of overhaul a bunch of stuff. We'll see. I don't know quite yet. But, if I don't see you on Friday, I will see you all on Friday. If I don't see you on Saturday, the next time will be Monday for more Dragon Age. Till then, everybody, please take care of yourselves. Remember to eat food, drink water, take your medications, wear a mask, and take care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay sane. I love you all, and I will see you the next time. Bye. Bye.